Superfest every month is maybe. It's about once a month. What's up guys, Zinigami here. We're gonna do the 30 Stamina New Young Arlong Island. Now the first thing you do is that on the very first stage, the giant will poison all your characters for 99 turns, and you will take 420 damage every turn on the 30 Stamina Island. So that means the reason I'm using double NL is because with double NL I get a butt ton of healing, and I'm able to actually stall on these stages without having to take damage. Because the condition for the 15 and 30 Stamina Islands are you cannot get combo or food orbs. So there's no healing unless you're using a character who can actually heal you. There's no tandem teams, but tandem teams aren't good in the first place. But because I have an L, even though I take 420 every turn, both of my Nels will heal me up every turn. And I can take a little bit of damage and that'll be fine. The secret stage is Chu, Young Chu. And Young Chu, what he does is when he attacks, his first attack is to silence both your captains for 1 turn. And then he'll heal for 300,000 damage, or 330,000 damage. He basically heals a large chunk of his own health. And then after that, he'll just attack every turn for 2.4 thousand damage. Not really threatening, but whenever you don't have a character that heals you, like the captains that I'm using, that 2.4 thousand damage stacks up pretty quickly. So normally that damage would just be chunking away. I'd lose a lot of health right now if I weren't using double NL teams. Now there are no other type restrictions, so you can bring in Vivi if you want, you can bring in Whitebeard, you can bring whoever you want. Just know that the 400 damage every turn does stack up. It's a pretty short island, only 6 stages. And remember, the secret stage can be seen on any stage that's not the boss stage, or stage 6. So any stage 1 through 5 you can see Chu on. Stage 6 is the mini boss Karubi. You always see Karubi. Karubi will, when on his first turn, he'll swap all your orbs to random orbs, with the chance of it being a bother orb, which is the half damage orb. And he will lock all those orbs for 1 turn. So he'll swap all your orbs to something random and he'll lock them for 1 turn. If you're using a decently strong team, you will be able to take down you'll be able to take down Karubi pretty easily in 1 turn, because Karubi is a red character. So if you do get to Karubi, I do recommend that you take him out first before the guys behind him, because if he locks your orbs into something bad, you'll be bringing bad orbs into Arlong, which can make it pretty difficult. Because Arlong does have a debuff protection for 2 turns, and he hits really hard. Arlong hits quite hard. So those 2 turns of debuff protection are all really he needs to take you down. For stage 5, we don't get to get Chu this turn. Let me talk about what Chu does. All 3, Chu, Karubi, and Arlong give 1.5 times attack. Arlong gives 1.5 times attack to slashers. Chu gives 1.5 times attack to shooters, and Karubi gives 1.5 times attack to brawlers. And here's Karubi. I'm gonna take him down first. I'll be able to kill him in 1 turn. And then after that, I can take my next turn to try to kill the 3 guys in the back. Probably will not kill all 3 of them in 1 turn, though. Oh, shoot. Did not kill him in 1 turn. So now he'll swap my orbs. He doesn't attack me, but he will swap all of my orbs and lock. Not super dangerous, but it is quite annoying, because it makes it hard for me to get good orbs to bring him to Arlong now. So take an attack from the green guy, he hits for 2,000 something, 3,000 damage. Once again, this is a lot harder if you don't have double NL, or you're not using an NL boss yourself, because you'll be taking a nice big chunk of damage. I'm just gonna look for orbs for Arlong. Now when we get to Arlong, Arlong will throw up his debuff protection for 2 turns. Ba-ba-ba-bum. And his first attack is for 8,700 damage. So Arlong's first attack does 8,700 damage to you. If you can get him to under half health, then he won't attack for that turn, and he'll instead buff up his stats. So I will not be able to, probably will not be able to get him to half health here. I could use Alvita, but I'm going to save Alvita. Well, I can use Alvita now. It'll be fine. Get him to as close to half health as I can. Alvita will tank the hit. Next turn we'll get him pretty low. Or I'll try a one-shot pretty low, and then he'll buff himself up, and then I'll try to kill him on the next turn. So you want to use 3 turns to kill him, especially if you're bringing Alvita to stop an attack. I mess up my attack, so I do lose like a ton of damage there. So I can still take one more attack above half health. So I'm going to try to do that. Stop right above half health. Right there. Take an attack. Now that I put him below half health, he won't attack me and instead will buff himself up. When he buffs himself up, he doesn't attack that turn, and then he will attack for 9,800 damage or so every turn after that. And if you have Golden Pound Usopp or so, you could use him right here. Do not put him to 20%, because if he's at 20%, he will attack. And his attack at 20%. When he's under 20% on 30 stamina, he will attack you for 20,000 damage and then lock a random character for 5 turns. So even if you survive that 20,000 damage, he'll still have a character locked for 5 turns, and then you have to kill him after that. But the hardest part of this stage is just dealing with that poison and not having any food orbs. So you've got to have a way to heal reliably, or to be able to just run through the stage and burst him down as quickly as possible. So if you have a very aggressive quick team, like if you have double ace, and if you can negate the attack from Arlong or just use Alvita or something on that first attack of Arlong, you should be able to take him out within 2 turns. Otherwise, you really gotta just try to use the heal from Enels, or bring in some other character that can heal you, because you will not have access to food orbs to heal you. Arlong himself gives you 1.5 times attack to slashers, and his special is change your food orbs change your tandem orbs and blank orbs to strength orb. Karubi's special is change your int and psi orbs to strength or empty, and Chu changes all your orbs to either int or psi. So Chu is actually really interesting in that if you use Chu and version 2 Nami, you're guaranteed full orbs with those two. Other than that, you can also use like Arlong and what's his name with the iron mouth from Chopper's Island to get yourself full red orbs. There's a couple different combinations you get as orb swappers, but none of these guys are really good captains, but we do get some interesting orb swapping abilities with them. Anyways, I've been Zenigami. Good luck farming the island, and y'all stay beautiful.